Welcome back to the lesson. In our previous video, we've discussed about how to change list items, and in this video we'll be talking about how to add list items using the append, insert, and extend method. So as you can see, we already defined a list called list1, and if we should go ahead and print our list, let's go ahead and print that out. Let's come over here and say list1 like so, and if we print our list, as you can see, we have our list of apple, banana, and cherry. So now to add more elements to our list, we can simply go ahead and use one of this method that I mentioned earlier, the append, insert, or extend method. So now let's go ahead and start with the append method. Let me actually go ahead and copy this. Copy. Let's come over here and I'm going to say using the append method. Okay, something like this. Let's come down here. So to use the built-in append method, all you need to do is call our list. Let's say list1 dot, then go ahead and call our built-in append method, which is append like so. As you can see the suggestion if you are using a PyCharm, just like I'm doing. So if you go ahead and click on that, enter, as you can see, now we have our append method. And within our append method, we specify the value that we wanted to add to our list1. So let's come over here and say we wanted to add orange, like so, orange. So the append method is going to add our element to the end of our list. Okay, it's simply going to go ahead and add the orange after the cherry. So that's basically the idea behind the append method. It's actually go ahead and add our element, our new added element, to the end of our list. And now let's go ahead and run our script to see for ourselves. Now let's go ahead and say run. As you can see right here, we have our orange appended at the end of our list. Right here we have apple, banana, cherry, and orange. Yay, mission accomplished. We have successfully added a new element to our list. So friend, that's basically using the append method. Now let's go ahead and insert elements to our list using the insert method. So let's go ahead and do that. Now let's go ahead and comment this line of code. And then down below here, the same way, we're going to go ahead and call our list1 dot insert like so, and then parentheses. For insert method, we need to specify the index, like the exact position we wanted to insert the value. So as you can see, by default, we have apple at the index 0, banana index 1, cherry index 2. So let's go ahead and say, okay, we want to substitute the value of index 0, which in this our case is apple. So by default, apples occupied index 0. So using the insert method, we can override that. We can simply go ahead and say, okay, in index 0, we want to substitute the value with mango, like so. Alright, as you can see, it gave us the leveling as well. So this simply refers to the first argument, simply refers to the index, and the second argument is the object, meaning the value. So now with this now, is now going to shift our result from apple, banana, cherry to mango, apple, banana, and cherry, because the value at index 0, which by default is apple, will be substituted with mango, and now apple is going to be shifted to index 1, banana to index 2, and cherry to index 3. So I hope you get the concept. So now let's go ahead and run our script to see for ourselves. As you can see, yes, we have mango first, then apple, banana, and cherry. So friend, that's basically how to add value to a list using the insert method. So we need to specify the index, the exact position we wanted to insert the value, and then provide the value that we want to insert in our new index or new position. Alright, now to our last but not least, which is the extend method. Let's actually first of all go ahead and comment this line of code. Let's level it, the insert, copy this. Let's come down here like so, and then say using the insert method like so. Alright, and now we're going to go ahead and comment this line of code because we are done with that. And let's come down below here and then copy this. Let's go ahead and say using the extend, paste it right here. And now let's go ahead and come down below here. Okay, so the extend method is basically best used to append the elements of one list to another, from one list to another. So let's say, for instance, we have another list. let's come down below here and say we have list 2, which is equivalent to, let's define a list of integers. So let's go ahead and say we have 3, 4, 6, 1, and let's say 8. So as you can see, this is a list of int data type. So we can simply use the extend method to append the value or items of list 2 to list 1. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Let's go ahead and do that. Now we can simply go ahead and call our list 1. Let's say list1 dot extend, like so. And then we're going to go ahead and pass our whole list 2. Copy this, paste it right here. So now the extend method is going to append the values, the entire values of list 2 to our list 1. And now let's go ahead and run our script to see for ourselves. Now let's go ahead and run it. Run. Yes, as you can see, we have our list 2 appended inside list 1 because right here we are printing only list 1. As you can see, we have apple, banana, cherry, then 3, 4, 6, 1, and 8, which are the values of our list 2 appended to our list 1 using the extend method. And the extend method does not only accept list. You can pass other iterables like tuples, set, and dictionary. I know we haven't talked about those ones yet, but you can also pass them inside the extend method and they will of course be appended to our list. So let's go ahead and define a tuple, which is another iterable, meaning a variable that we use to store multiple values, just like the list. And I promise you we shall be discussing about them in our subsequent videos. But for now, we're going to go ahead and create that for example purpose. So let's come over here. Instead of a list of integer values, let's go ahead and define a tuple like so. And a tuple is defined using a curly brace like so. And let's say it's a tuple of, let's say, mango and kiwi like so. And now as you can see, we are already extending it list 2. This is a different type of iterable. It's not a list but a tuple, but the extend method also accepts that. It's totally fine. So now let's go ahead and run our script. As you can see, we have our apple, banana, cherry, and then our tuple is appended, which contains 2 elements, mango and kiwi. So friend, that will be it for this video. I hope everything is clear to you and now you've understood the different ways on how you can add elements to your list items in Python. So hope you enjoyed this lesson and I will see you in the next one.